Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kasey Tiller, and I'm here to get us started and introduce you to our app, MonitorMe. To explain the idea behind the app, I'm going to share a personal story with you. It was basically designed around my daughter, Destiny. She is 14 years old and unfortunately suffers from chronic migraines due to photophobia, which is light sensitivity. So part of her treatment plan from her neurologist is to keep a headache diary. We were given two versions, both on paper. The first one, as you can see, is a simple calendar where she's supposed to mark off the days of the month that she has a headache and what level from 1 to 3 on pain. The second calendar is a list of questions, up to 11. Some provided answers, but for the most part, she needs to fill them in using her own words. For us, this was a huge challenge. But based off of my background using SQL queries to do data analysis on large databases, I knew there was a better way. I just needed to find that way. So I started researching applications and trackers and found several, but I would have to have 3 to 8 to track all of her symptoms. And none of them would let me use her own words, which was very important. When a child is trying to explain their pain, they use the only words they know. So that was really big for me. When I got the opportunity to work with this team, I was so ecstatic. I went home and told my daughter, and in true teenage fashion, she looked at me and snapped back and said, "What are you going to do? Monitor me all the time?" As this person registers into our app, one of the things that we wanted to point out was this is for you to use. It's for you to store whatever information you want, whether it's medical, whether it's not, whatever the case might be. We don't share your information with anybody. We just simply store it. You're more than welcome to do whatever you would like with it, but we ask that you read the disclosure before you continue. With that said, Chinh will explain our development process.
Thanks, Kasey. Hello, everyone. My name is Chinh, and I'm going to talk about how we built our app. We knew from the start that we wanted to use Python and Django's web framework because it had the necessary versatility to make our app come to fruition. On the screen, you'll see a first-time user start to create their first MonitorMe tracker. While that is being filled out, I will explain our development process. In order for us to be able to deliver a minimum viable product within just 2 short weeks, we implemented Agile methodology. We had daily stand-ups. We shortened our sprints to 3 days each. We used Trello to organize our tickets. We used GitHub for version control. And we pair programs on difficult features. We all as a team contribute to both front and back-end development to expand our overall knowledge. The main selling point and what differentiates our app from other existing apps is that it is customizable, where a user can create their own tracker with their own questions and answers using their own wording. How were we going to execute this? We knew we had to create 3 models: tracker, question, and answer. We thought we could get away with just using Django generic class-based views where forms and templates were pre-built for us. But we realized it made for a cumbersome user experience. Once they name a tracker, they had to go to a different page to create a question. Then they had to go to another page to create an answer. To create an answer, and then they had to start the process all over again if they wanted to add another question to their tracker. It was a slow, clunky experience. We ended up creating our own forms, views, and templates so that the user can create all 3 models on one page. Now that you've seen a user create a MonitorMe tracker, Aaron will show you how a user responds to that tracker.
Hey, my name is Sellek. I'm going to run you guys through basically how to use the app. So in Destiny's case, she was told she's got to record all of her headaches. So let's say Destiny wakes up at 2 in the morning with a headache. Obviously, she's not going to want to take out a pencil and paper and start writing down all the symptoms. So all she has to do is open up the app, click on the level of playing, click on done, and she's done. She can go back to sleep. As you saw, that was quick, it was easy, it was organized. So now we're going to go over to the summary and the history page. On the summary page, it's going to show a summary of all the trackers that are currently in use and how many times they've been used in the month to date. Over here on the history page, we've got the tracker names that you can click on with a digital timestamp by them so that Kasey, in her case, she can go back in, she could click on the response, the tracker name, and she can see what was inputted by her daughter at one time, which is just a quicker, more organized way to be able to kind of keep track of things. So from there, we're going to go over to the references page. On the references page, we kind of asked a lot of users just to test our app to get as much feedback as possible. And we got some common questions from those users for first-time users, and we inputted them onto this page right here. So we inputted the inspiration behind the application, which of course, that was Kasey's daughter, Destiny. And we also included a picture of a tracker for new-time users, so if they wanted something to kind of base their tracker off of, they've got that template for them right here. So now we're going to go over to the About Us page, and Craig's going to actually take us away.
Thank you very much, Aaron. Good evening, everyone. About Us is actually a very special spot on our application. It highlights in more detail the MonitorMe story, and it also gives you individual details about our development team. We all come from diverse backgrounds, but find commonality through shared values as well as a love of technology. To find out more about us as individuals, feel free to follow to the end of each individual profile. There's a convenient LinkedIn button. You can connect with us directly. We love how our application is functioning currently. It's fast, it's easy to use, quite frankly, it works. We are cognizant that the technology demands of clients and technology changes all the time. So really, what are our next steps? We do realize we'd like to implement some JavaScript, which would enhance the interactive aspect of it while maintaining or even improving the speed of the application. Future reports might contain even more data, as well as a convenient click where it can email directly to you, and you can share that data in a convenient fashion with anyone you so choose. Now, versatility and customization was extremely important to our team. Other uses for MonitorMe can include tracking the health conditions of an elderly parent or a pet. I personally use MonitorMe to track the Stanley Cup, better known as Stanley, my family's Boston Terrier. Stanley, as cute as he is, unfortunately has brachiocephalic obstructive airway syndrome. So basically it causes shortness of breath, loss of energy, snoring, and some other, shall we say, less savory things that happen. So I keep a health diary of Stanley with MonitorMe, and I can share that information with my veterinarian to make the best care possible for Stanley. Well, as a team, it was extremely exciting to take the past 12 weeks with all the technologies we've learned and all the methods and apply it through code to a real-world problem that we could actually solve on the spot, and especially one that was so near and dear to our hearts. My name is Brunengraber. We are MonitorMe. Come see us at Table 4 after the program. Thank you so much.